In the winter of 2003, a janitor working the early shift at Berlin Hauptbahnhof made a strange discovery. He was cleaning Platform 11, a part of the station that's usually empty during the colder months, when he spotted something wedged beneath a wooden bench. It was a leather-bound notebook. The cover was cracked and burned around the edges, like it had been through something. There was no title, just a strange brass clasp holding it shut. No lock, no markings. He turned it over in his hands. It didn't feel like something someone had simply forgotten. It felt heavy, in a way that didn't make sense, like it mattered. Inside the front cover, pressed into the leather in faded gold, was one quiet sentence. Time is not a line, it is a knot. He handed it in to the lost and found. No one ever came to claim it. And within a week, he disappeared. No goodbye, no resignation, no forwarding address. Just gone. The notebook sat there, collecting dust, until a station clerk named Helena Voles got curious. She opened it and started reading. What she found shook her. Inside were 413 entries. Each one had a date. Each one was written in the same tidy, careful handwriting. Each one read like a headline. Some were vague, some poetic, but many were shockingly specific. No photos, no sketches, just entry after entry, every one followed by a small hand-drawn symbol in the margin. At first, Helena thought maybe it was fiction, a writing project, or a prank. But then she noticed the dates. A lot of them hadn't even happened yet. She started checking the older ones against news archives, and the more she searched, the more unsettled she became. One entry read, March 11th, 2011. Black water drowns the east. That was the day Japan was hit by the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, the same day the Fukushima disaster began. Another said, April 15th, 2019, fire consumes the house of faith. That was the exact day the Notre-Dame Cathedral caught fire in Paris. Then there was this one, December 2019, the world breathes through masks, just before the outbreak of COVID-19. Elena wasn't the only one who took notice. The notebook quietly moved from person to person, passed around between curious researchers, shared on hidden forums. Eventually, it reached the attention of someone connected to NATO. But before any official investigation could begin, the book vanished, allegedly seized under a private security order in early 2007. Still, by that point, several pages had already been scanned and leaked online. That's when a linguist named Dr. Pavel Richter started digging deeper. He focused on the odd symbols drawn next to each entry, and he noticed something. Entries marked in red almost always pointed to tragedy. Disasters, deaths, wars, crashes, outbreaks. Entries marked in blue often aligned with breakthroughs, inventions, discoveries, or moments of cultural shift. And the pattern held. Every red-marked entry matched a documented tragedy. Examples of blue entries included October 4th, 2004, Eyes Across the Earth Awaken. Some say this points to the launch of Google Earth. February 14th, 2005. Humanity begins to watch itself. That's the exact day YouTube was founded. But one entry was marked in both red and blue. It was dated August 7th, 2027, and it read, "World split at dawn. Communication ceases. Orders earn." No one knows what it means, but if the book is real, that date is still coming. After that, only one more entry remains. It's dated October 13th, 2032. It simply says, "The one who returns closes the book." No one knows who the one is or what it means to close the book. But the tone is different, like a final chapter of something long and unfinished. At the bottom of that page is a single fingerprint, burned into the paper itself. And in the margin, the only symbol that ever repeats, a spiral inside a square. No one has found it in any known language, religion, or ancient text, but it feels intentional, like a mark left behind on purpose. What is this notebook? Some say it's just an elaborate fake, someone predicting obvious things and adding poetic flair. But chemical testing on the ink says otherwise. Some of it dates back to the 1980s, even the late 70s. Others believe it was written by a time traveler, someone who didn't want to interfere, just observe, to leave behind proof they were here. Some go further. They believe the ledger isn't just a warning or a record. They think it's a leak. Something slipped through time. Like those radio ghost signals or dreams that come true. Whatever it is, the entries are running out, and the final date is getting closer. October 13, 2032. It's not far now. Some people think nothing will happen. Others believe the ledger was never about world events. It was always about one person, the one who returns, the one who closes the book. What do you believe? Because if the book is telling the truth, we won't be wondering for much longer.